The fifth house. In the Kalpurush, the fifth house is associated with the Leo sign, which is ruled by the sun. The fifth house is the higher vibration of the third house, where we come to the realization that the all-important pursuit of life is the spiritual path, which is signified by the sun. The sun being the significator or karaka for the soul, so this points us in the direction of the Pitris or the ancestral spirits, which can be traced to our bloodline. So this is also the house of children and procreation potential. Genetics also come into this house. We begin to understand where life comes from, how birth and rebirth happens. So talents are also seen from this house. Talents being things we were working on in our previous incarnations. These things will show up in the fifth house. So all forms of art, performance, literature, classical music are some of the things which are seen from the fifth house. The Leo sign is associated with pride. The pride comes from the stomach and the ego center in the Kalpurush. An unconscious power we carry from previous incarnations. Of course, we often believe it is because we are special and favored, as we have forgotten that these are the talents we have worked on in previous incarnations, so the talent manifests organically in this life, from previous work done and the work our bloodline has also done. This house is also a pride in the family's name and heritage, especially from the father's side, as the male holds the Y chromosome gene, which is passed down from generation to generation. We often see this in the mafia, as they are always talking about the importance of family tradition. Royalty and dynasties are also seen from this house too, as the status and power directly comes from the bloodline and lineage. A sense of purpose is what the fifth house gives us. We get to know the deeper secret of this incarnation, that it is all about the spiritual journey we have come to develop so we can enjoy our existence here. So on the lowest level, this house can lead to excessive relaxation, mindless hedonism for enjoyment's sake, without any direction or progress. This is a powerful house, having the power to create children and continue populating this earth. So romantic exploration is seen from this house also. This is the feeling which gives us the desire to procreate. So if this house is not functioning optimally, it can lead to loss of vitality, as too much sexual engagement leads to many issues that we all know. The highest manifestation of this house has been in our world of literature, performance arts, and musical compositions, by transforming all the training from the third house and the work done in previous incarnations. The fifth house has produced the greatest works artists and authors of our world has come to know. The pure energy of divine inspiration is the highest manifestation of this house. Mantra CDs, prayers, are also seen here. This is why all the Brahmins, who are people who learn these powers for many lives, also have the knowledge in other disciplines like literature and music. As to produce a mantra or prayer, one has to have knowledge of musical meter and the use of correct language, grammar, and phrases. The fifth house can also show us the depths of the spiritual world, joy and celebration which naturally emerge from a soul that has spiritual liberation. The vast majority express the energy of this house by the creation of children. Then you get the authors and the artists. And then the highest manifestation of this house is the birth of the yogi. This house is a powerful house. The fifth house holds all our intellect, all our spiritual potential, our bloodline, our reason for living. This house has introduced us to the spiritual agenda of our existence. please subscribe to the channel, comment, like and share. I'd be most grateful.